Even a couch potato gets up and takes a shit. Even a couch potato walks to the kitchen to get some junk food. Even a couch potato has to go to work. Coach Greg, and today I'm going to talk to you about whether or not you can build muscle without training simply by taking steroids or SARMs. Okay, before I get into that, I'm not a doctor, I am a kinesiologist, and that's why I can explain this stuff and actually make sense out of it. Some people were quoting the fact that I had said, you can't build muscle without a training stimulus, and they're like, yes you can, because blah blah blah, this study said blah 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 blah. So I'll explain the study, whatever. Basically, they gave people 600 milligrams of testosterone, and they didn't work out. And then they measured them whatever weeks later, say 3 months later, and that they'd found that they'd built muscle. So then they said, well, you can build muscle without training. And further than that, I said a training stimulus. I didn't really say without training, okay? There's other ways to build muscle without training. Did I just train by doing that? I definitely didn't go to the gym. What about if I carry my groceries up a flight of stairs and it weighs 10 pounds? Did I train? No, not really, but I did something. So there's two reasons why this is flawed. First one is this testing is flawed. You can't just go in a DEXA scan and say, oh, I was 12% body fat before and weighed this much and had 100 pounds of muscle, and then after I had 12% body fat and now I have this much muscle and went up 5 pounds. The DEXA scan doesn't know if the water is in your muscle or just sitting around floating above your muscle right here. It doesn't know. It can't tell. How would it know if water is in your chest, ripped, it's in there, or just sitting out there? How does it know if your water is not bloated in a big belly of stomach water, or if it's in your biceps? It doesn't know. If I go and weigh myself right now and I'm 200 pounds and I drink 6 of these and I'm 207 pounds and I go on a DEXA scan before and after, it's going to say I gained 7 pounds. It's not going to say I gained 7 pounds of fat. It doesn't know. It sees water. It's going to assume a whole bunch of weight was added that's water, which has to be in the muscle. DEXA scan is not a genius. It doesn't have a brain. It just measures things. It doesn't know. So DEXA scans prove a zero and nothing, as in zero. Zero. Nothing. Remember that. So stop quoting all these stupid studies that say this and that and it proves this and that. It doesn't mean shit. If you want to look like you gained a lot of muscle, dehydrate. Don't eat or drink anything for a day. Then eat and drink a shitload of salt and water and carbs, gain 15 pounds, go on the scan, and you can trick and fool anyone. There's a study, I don't know what it was, like 30 years ago when I was a kid, 20, whatever years ago, and like it was like Muscle Tech, and they're like, they had banned whatever fat burner, whatever it was at the time, ephedrine, I think, and then they did a test, and then they had to like prove that their new supplement, their new formula, new and improved formula, it put on 1,800% more muscle than the old one. So I'm like, you got rid of the main ingredient and now it's 1,800% better. And they said they did it with water weighing tests or whatever. And so you can see, one study they gained 0.1 pound, the other study they gained, 10 pounds, and it can be water and it can make it look like it's 100 times better. Studies are bullshit. So the half of this video is just to say how studies are bullshit. And the other thing is, you have to have a training stimulus. It doesn't have to be bench pressing 17 sets to failure every other day, crazy. It doesn't have to be at the gym. It has to be a reason for your body to grow. If I, right now, lay in bed, immobilized, I'm in a coma, I cannot move, my muscles will not grow even if I start a test trend, DECA, and D-ball cycle. They will not grow. They won't. So you have to train. If you're natural and all you do is a normal life stuff, you're not a trainer. You don't do shit. You're like a couch potato. Even a couch potato gets up and takes a shit. Even a couch potato walks to the kitchen to get some junk food. Even a couch potato has to go to work. whatever shit you do, how small it is allowing your body to get to where it is. It might be pathetic, it might not look amazing, but it's still better than if you were in a coma laying there not moving. If you're laying in a coma not moving, you'll have like no muscle. Like you'll eventually not even be able to lift your arm up. If you lay in and you have broken legs and you're in a cast for 6 months, when you get the cast off, your legs are going to be so small. So even if you take steroids and you break your leg and it's in a cast, it's not going to stop the freaking muscle from shrinking. It's still going to shrink. You need a training stimulus to increase muscle size. And just because you take steroids, and trust me, people take steroids and don't even work out. They just don't. Just like people take pre-workouts and fat burners, and they don't go do cardio, or they don't go to the gym. They just take everything, fat burners, cleanse, whatever, and they do nothing. They just eat, and then they complain when they don't get results. It's like, are you serious? Come on, people. So anyway, that wraps it up. For more videos, blooping up here, and check out my website, gregdoucette.com, for further coaching information. Be sure to check out my Instagram, Greg Doucette, IFBB Pro, for further discussions, pictures of the natty days, and so on. Till next time, I am out.